Hello everybody, hey, welcome to Old Style Classics Baseball Cards during my Oddball run. That's been going on for a long time, but getting near the end. And thank you for joining me on Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. Shout out to Commenting Collector, Diver Dave, ASR Roy, and everybody who's subscribed. Up to 138 last I checked. And so today we're going to do another set of oddball cards that I've been talking about for a while. But before we get to that, today is July 14, 2024, 7:15 p.m. California time, Sunday night. What a crazy day yesterday was. Just insane. What kind of world are we living in, people? Thank God the attempt was not good. Yeah. Anyways, don't want to get into politics or anything, but that's just insane. Let's get on with it, folks. So, Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. Before I get on with it, I want to ask, I asked in the other video, does anybody know what this thing is? It was a giveaway like at a radio station remote where they were giving stuff out at their little tent like at a concert or something like that. It's got a hole in there. This is plastic. This is from Mountain Dew Kickstart that came out years ago that I guess didn't go anywhere. This squeezes, it's got a hole in there, and this thing pops out with a little tube, and it goes in here like a little megaphone. I'm thinking it's some kind of whistle, but I don't know, unless that's like a bottle or opener, but I don't know why they would give you one for Mountain Dew, which comes in cans. Obviously it's a keychain. So I've been wondering what this thing is for like 8 or 10 years. I can't not figure it out. If anyone knows what this thing does, let me know. Alright, today folks, what we're going to move on to is we've been doing our Topps oddball cards. And just to show you, we're going to be doing the Ralston Purina. Now these are the 87 MSA ones. Nolan Ryan there, which I just love these cards because they're just super simple. You know, it's got the little MSA here, 1987, just as simple, plain as you can get. 15 card set, 1987, little smaller card than normal. I just love it. It's super simple, and that's one of my favorite sets of oddballs, especially from MSA. And they also did a set in 1989 from MSA as well. And there's my man Andre Dawson, and I love this set too because it's super simple. I kind of like the cardboard back just a little better because it's a little more old-fashioned looking. But as you can see here, this card is just a smidge, looks like it's a smidge wider and a bit shorter. And that's just how they were, and sometimes they're a little miscut too. And so this one just says Superstars Andre Dawson on it, but this was also from Ralston Purina, Ralston brand. You can go back and watch the other video where I show the, I believe I show the pictures of like the box that you can get these on. Now Ralston Purina used to do like Cookie Crisp and all that stuff, and maybe they had sold that stuff by now because then it was kind of some off-brand like Tostios and Honey Chex Mix or some kind of stuff like that by this point in time. So anyways, they did these Ralston Purina cards first in 84 with Topps, and then 87 and 89 they had moved on to do MSA, Michael Schechner and Associates, in the next sets of their cards. Now in 84 they did these cards, and the Andre Dawson was always my favorite card of Andre Dawson, and kind of how I got into collecting oddball cards, so that's why this is an important set. That was one of the first cards I remember owning and picking up, and even though I'm a Cubs fan, I was always an Andre Dawson fan. And once I got that card, I kind of was just hooked on picking up food issue, oddball cards, and stuff like that. Now, before I get to that, I don't know what the real story is on these. It's hard to find information out. But Topps also did the Serial series. So, baseball trading cards collect all 33 stars. And this has the checklist. Now, it talks about how you can pick up these cards here. So the thing with this is it doesn't tell you what cereal these came in. So either these came in a different cereal brand than Ralston Purina, which was like Cookie Crisp and Donkey Kong at the time, or different parts of the country didn't label it as Ralston Purina. And maybe they did the cereal series in that way, unless the cards that you're ordering from the Ralston Purina cards, where you get the complete set, maybe they just called it the cereal series and didn't put the Ralston Purina on it. So I'm not 100% sure on how that works. Now, I think I bought the complete set of these cereal series cards. I thought I did, but I can't find them. So then that makes me think, well, in Albuquerque, I think up on Eubank at that card shop, I might have just seen the Andre Dawson Serial Series card, or maybe it was eBay, and it came with the checklist. But I kind of feel like if I did not buy this entire set this way, that this came with, and this is one of them, and I just took it out to put in my folder, my binder, that maybe this card was in that guy's oddball binder, and I just bought the two of these together, and that's all I have. So anyways, these cards are basically the same as the Ralston Purina, except it's got a difference here. So I'm just going to pull one out to show you here. Let me get the Dawson just to give you a comparison, so that you're seeing card versus card. Okay. And so as you can see, it's got Ralston Purina up here, and this one has Topps, and then it says Cereal Series, and then this one has the Topps down here. And then of course the backs are a little different. It's got the Ralston checkerboard image ghosted in the back there, and this has got the Topps ghost with a different color scheme. I prefer these myself. These are cool, but otherwise the cards that I'm going to show you are the same exact cards, the same images on all 33, just like these two are the same, except they would just look like this. So if I do find this set sometime, I'll show it again, because the checklist and everything is all the same as the Serial Series card. So give you a chance to take a look at that. So those are the players on there. You can pause that and read that if you like. Small print. So it's a nice set with a lot of Hall of Famers. The majority of, well, what I'm going to do is, other than the Andre Dawson, which I have a few of in my binder still, these 33 cards that I'm going to show you now, I bought off of eBay, the complete set, like a year ago, because I wanted to get the complete set. And then when we get to the duplicates, those will be the cards that I actually pulled myself out of the boxes of cereal back in the day, along with the Andre Dawson that's in my binder, just to keep those in mind. So I ordered this off of eBay, and they're cool cards, but this, the quality control was not great. So first of all, we have Eddie Murray, and I believe I did show these cards back when I first started this channel about 6, 7, 9 months ago. But I did lose a bunch of videos, so I don't know. This could be one of the ones that were lost. Or you can go digging around my old videos, which I've got like 490 almost, which is crazy. And they're not short. So I might have another episode where I show these if you want to, if you're interested and you like this video and you're like, oh, I'd like to see what he had to say about them back then, you might be able to go back and find that video. So there's Eddie Murray. All right, which Hall of Famer, and then another Hall of Famer, Ozzie Smith. So Ozzie Smith. Once I get past these cards, maybe I'll do the start on the Denny's stuff because I got a lot of Denny's. Then I also have some more packaging to show you guys. Ted Simmons, I believe he's Hall of Famer as well. And then the Helmar Brewing cards, which I want to show, and then probably pre-war. And then I'll mostly be done with my oddball stuff, except for the random stuff that tends to pop up. Because over the years, I've picked up more oddball stuff, and I didn't always put it on my oddball box because it's kind of full. So I may come across some stuff, but for like the last month, I've been showing you basically 99% of my videos have been about these oddball sets. Pete Rose here, not a Hall of Famer, but possibly someday. All right, Greg Luzinski, White Sox there. Haven't heard from Shaka's Closet in a long time. I wonder how Shaka's doing. And then, of course, my man, Andre Dawson. So that was always, now this isn't the one that I had. The one I have is in the binder. But this was always my favorite card growing up. It's one of the first cards I ever got, and I already liked Dawson by that point in time. Just seeing him on like This Week in Baseball and highlights and stuff like that, I just thought he was an intense, great player, and I used to want to bat like him in Little League, and I used to drive my coach crazy because I just refused not to try to bat like he would hold his bat and stuff. And then of course he came to my Cubbies, and I was happy as a pig in a sty. So there's my man Andre Dawson, Hall of Famer, 6 of 33. And then of course Andre Dawson like Dave Winfield, 7 of 33. And as you can see down there, collect all 33 cards by purchasing specially marked packages of Cookie Crisp, Donkey Kong, and other Ralston cereals. So, 1984 tops. Love this set. It's one of my favorite oddball sets of all time. Tom Seaver, so another Hall of Famer, just stacked with 80s Hall of Famers. Tom Seaver. And another one, Jim Rice. Pretty bad centering on this, so it's the unfortunate thing about buying cards in complete sets from eBay is you know, they don't show you all the cards, and you get what you get. But I don't know, it was like $7-8, so no big deal. Fernando Valenzuela, superstar, not in the Hall of Fame. Next one's Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. It's funny, I was watching one of the Major League Baseball channel on like, what was it, Prime or something like that, and they were showing highlights from the '87 All-Star game in Oakland. And yes, I guess they did have red seats. So in one of my last videos, I was so confused. I think the Mother's Cookies ones where I was showing the Oakland A's, they had the red seats in the background, and I was like, I don't remember there being red seats at the Oakland Coliseum, but I guess they were. But that's the one Andre Dawson actually won the home run derby. But it was done a whole lot different back then. I think he got like 10 pitches and that was it. And it was like league versus league or whatever. So they would put up guys against each other, and Andre Dawson won the home run derby by hitting 4. So like 4 out of 10 pitches. And I don't think he just got to like not take, like they do now where you got time and they can throw the ball as many times as they want. Back then it was like they threw the ball 10 times and that was it. So Andre Dawson, and that might have been the first like all-star game home run derby there was. So Dawson won the first one, or one of the first ones. And well, he won the 87 one at least. So Mr. Wade Boggs there, Hall of Famer. Near Hall of Famer Dale Murphy. We're talking about him a lot back then as well. Had a great 87 season as well. Alright, Hall of Famer George Brett. That's a pretty nice looking card. That one's pretty well centered. So Mr. George Brett. Alright, our man Nolan Ryan. Hall of Famer. 14 to 33. Like I said, you can see it's 33 card set because they can make a complete set out of a sheet of one of the types of sheets of cards they do. You can get 33 out of that sheet. That's why you see these cards in 33, 44, 11, and stuff like that, depending on the size of the sheet. And so like an 11 card set, you can get 3 of them out of one of these sheets. But a full sheet you can get 33 cards out of, and that's why they did it that way, and like the little box sets that you see. And that of course was Mr. Ricky Henderson. Alright, another Hall of Famer, Steve Carlton, poorly centered. Alright, another Hall of Famer, Rod Carew. Rod Carew. Steve Garvey, superstar. Not in the Hall of Fame. Talked about him in a lot in the last few videos. Like the one I was showing my whiskey Canadian Club cards to Pepino Man and Mr. John Mangini. And then I was talking about Don Newcomb via Steve Garvey, but they never responded, so I don't know if they ever watched that video or not. So that's unfortunate for me. Reggie Jackson. Or if they did watch it, they never responded to it, so Hall of Famer Reggie Jackson. Dave Concepcion. Looking a little perturbed on his face there. Dave Concepcion. Hall of Famer Robin Yount. '21. Alright. Mike Schmidt, Hall of Famer. The great Mike Schmidt. Hall of Famer Jim Palmer. Yeah, there's just a nice looking set of Oddball cards. It screams Oddball with the Ralston logo up there, and it's just very mid-80s feeling. They're super nice cards, and stock's really good. Plus they got the white back, so it's kind of like a step up from Flagship. They did a good job on this one. Hall of Famer Bruce Sutter, rest in peace. Just recently picked up one of his Cooperstown's autographs, which I'll be showing coming up when I'm done with my Oddball run. I'll work on a new theme, maybe Hall of Fame autographs. Dan Quisenberry, Kansas City. I imagine every team is represented in this little set. There you go, Mangini, Bill Madlock, Pirates, pork pie kind of hat, whatever. What do they call those? Stovetop, something like that. Alright, hey people, I can tell I'm kind of getting a little tired in the voice there, so if you want speed this up to like 1.5 and then I'll sound normal. Alright, Cecil Cooper. I'll try to get a little energy going here, folks. Woohoo! Cecil Cooper. Hall of Famer Gary Carter. Check out the Man Pro there. Gary Carter. Alright. Fred Lynn. There you go, another one, Fred Lynn. Former Albuquerque Duke, Pedro Guerrero. Goodry. Deidre. Yankees representing. Alright, and Mr. Keith Hernandez. Magic Loogie, Keith Hernandez. The last card of the set, Carlton Fisk. So unfortunately, it is mostly off-centered on the complete set there that I picked up from eBay, and no checklist card from that. And then these, along with an Andre Dawson, are the cards that I actually got myself out of the boxes of cereal back in the day. So Eddie Murray, Tom Seaver. I think it was 3 cards per pack. And they came in a little envelope inside of the box of cereal. So I believe it's Incognito who does his like Sunday food issue stuff. And he last week picked up 2 packs, unopened packs of these Ralston cards, and opened them on his video, where it shows like the coupons that it came with and some other stuff that came in the pack. And I wish I could get one of those envelopes plus the coupons that came with these. But if you want to see how these were packaged, as far as you know what you pulled out of the box of cereal, go check out Incognito's video showing these Ralston cards. Dave Winfield, so Dawson would have been right before this. I think I have like 3 Dawsons, one that I got my own self that I kept all those years, and then every time I see one at the card shop or something, I pick it up. Wade Boggs, Dale Murphy, George Brett, Nolan Ryan, Steve Carlton. Of course, you're going to get doubles every now and then, like Rod Carew, Steve Garvey, Reggie Jackson. Look how much better these are centered that I got. Reggie Jackson again. Dave Concepcion. Robin Yount. Mike Schmidt. Bruce Sutter. You can pick these up in like the bargain boxes still at card shops or card shows. You know, even sometimes you might find them in like 10 for $1 boxes and stuff like that. But it's just an epic oddball set, and this is what really got me going. Outside of those Tasty Freeze discs that we had, Dan Quisenberry, Gary Carter, Ron Goodry, Keith Hernandez, and Carlton Fisk. So with Andre Dawson, that would have been 1, 2. So 26 cards, so you know, however many came in a pack, So 26 divided by how many are in that pack. I want to, you know, that's how many boxes of cereal I must have got. Unless, if I'm off by one or two, maybe I picked up one or two along the way. But that's how many boxes of cereal I ate to get this stuff when I could. And, you know, 84 is pretty young, so it's not like I was the one going to the store and buying these. Had to talk my mom into getting these things. And there it is, folks. So there is the Ralston Purina, one of my favorite oddball sets, if not my favorite oddball set of all time, and the one that really got me hooked. All right, everybody, thanks for watching Old Style Classics baseball cards. Hope you enjoyed that, and some cereal series, and good job, Tops. All right, see you later.